inside the mega-yachts and mansions of the ultra-rich. While most people dream of upgrading to business class, there exists a world where men buy entire floating cities and palaces that stretch across countries. This is not about simple wealth. This is about billionaires who treat a $500 million yacht as a casual Tuesday purchase and whose mansions double as nerve centers of global power. Yachts the size of warships, mansions worth more than royal palaces, an influence that reaches presidents and prime ministers. Today, we dive into the lives of two men who personify ultimate power through wealth. On one side, Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the Emirati royale who turned oil money into football dominance and global investments. On the other, Roman Abramovich, the Russian oligarch whose empire was built in the chaotic collapse of the Soviet Union and who once owned the most famous football club in Britain. Both are billionaires. Both command private armies of staff. Both use their wealth not just to live in luxury, but to shape the world around them. Sheikh Mansour. Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan is no ordinary billionaire. He is royalty. As a senior member of the ruling family of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Prime Minister of the United Arab Emirates, he controls both political power and vast personal wealth. His net worth is estimated at $30 billion, but his true influence comes from his role as chairman of the Mubadala Investment Company, a sovereign wealth fund managing an astonishing $276 billion in assets. That makes him not just a billionaire, but a global market mover. When you're worth tens of billions, you don't buy a yacht, you build a floating fortress. In 2012, Mansour took delivery of the A+, constructed by the legendary German shipbuilder Lürssen. Measuring 147 meters, it's longer than the Statue of Liberty is tall. The cost? $527 million. That's more than the GDP of some small nations. The A+ is more than a luxury toy. With 2 helipads, a private cinema, a spa, and a crew of 70, it is essentially a mobile palace. But beneath the luxury lies military-grade technology, radar systems, anti-drone defense, and encrypted communication arrays. This is not just a yacht. It is a floating embassy where billion-dollar deals can be signed in complete secrecy. Back on land, Sheikh Mansour resides in Qasr Al Watan, Abu Dhabi's presidential palace. This sprawling compound contains 380 rooms, halls bigger than cathedrals, and a library of 50,000 rare manuscripts. Versailles looks modest in comparison. In Britain, Mansour's taste for real estate is equally staggering. His Surrey estate stretches across 2,000 acres and includes a 15-bedroom mansion, Arabian horse stables, and rumored underground bunkers. Perhaps Sheikh Mansour's most famous acquisition is Manchester City Football Club. Purchased in 2008 for around $250 million, he has since poured over $1.5 billion into transforming it into a football powerhouse. But this isn't just about sport. Every time Manchester City plays in the Champions League, the UAE's brand of modernity and power is broadcast to over 1 billion viewers worldwide. It is soft power at its most effective, a way to project national prestige through the world's most popular game. Through Mubadala, Sheikh Mansour's influence extends far beyond football. The company holds stakes in SpaceX, AMD, General Electric, and other American tech giants, tying his wealth directly to the beating heart of Silicon Valley. It has also invested billions into European infrastructure, energy grids, and aerospace ventures. That means Sheikh Mansour's fingerprints can be found on everything from the chips inside your laptop to the energy powering Europe's trains. And then there's oil. As a member of the UAE's ruling family, Mansour has influence over OPEC, the global oil cartel that controls much of the world's supply. Decisions made in Abu Dhabi boardrooms ripple across international fuel prices, shaping the cost of everything from airline tickets to food delivery. Mansour is not just a consumer of luxury, he is a global power broker. His wealth is permanent, dynastic, and tied to a royal family that has positioned the UAE as a modern financial and cultural hub. Roman Abramovich. If Sheikh Mansour represents inherited power refined into global influence, Roman Abramovich is the opposite. A self-made oligarch whose rise mirrors the chaotic birth of modern Russia. Born in 1966 in Saratov, orphaned by age 4, Abramovich grew up far from privilege. But by the 1990s, as the Soviet Union collapsed, he seized opportunities few others dared to touch. His most famous purchase? The Eclipse, launched in 2010 and built by Germany's Blomplavaas. Measuring 162.5 meters, it was for years the largest private yacht in the world. The price tag ranges from $700 million to $1 billion, making it the most expensive yacht ever built at the time. But the Eclipse is not just luxurious, it is militarized. Equipped with a missile detection system, armor plating, bulletproof windows, and even anti-paparazzi lasers that can disable cameras, the vessel is as much fortress as pleasure craft. It even carries 2 personal submarines for discreet escapes beneath the sea. And the Eclipse is just one jewel in Abramovich's maritime crown. He also owns the Solaris, a $600 million yacht launched in 2021, and the smaller Susuro, a sleek $20 million speed yacht, often used as a shadow vessel to support his larger ships. Together, they form a private fleet that few navies could rival in size or sophistication. On land, Abramovich owns a Kensington Palace Gardens mansion in London, purchased for around $150 million. This home includes underground garages, panic rooms, and state-of-the-art security, making it one of the most fortified residences in the UK. His Fining Hill estate in West Sussex covers 424 acres, boasting 20 bedrooms, indoor and outdoor pools, a tennis court, and even a private go-kart track. Abramovich is also one of the world's most influential art collectors. His private collection is valued at over $1 billion, including works by Picasso, Francis Bacon, and Lucian Freud. At one auction, he paid $86 million for a Freud portrait and $33 million for a Bacon painting setting records at the time. But Abramovich's influence extended beyond art and real estate. In 2001, he became governor of the remote Chukotka region of Russia, where he invested $1 billion of his own fortune into infrastructure, housing, and hospitals. For many locals, Abramovich wasn't just a billionaire, he was their lifeline. His political influence reached far further. His close relationship with Vladimir Putin gave him access to the highest levels of Russian power. And later, his ties to Israel positioned him as a behind-the-scenes figure in Middle Eastern diplomacy, even quietly assisting in peace talks. In 2003, Abramovich purchased Chelsea Football Club for just over $200 million. Over nearly 2 decades, he spent more than $2 billion on players and facilities, transforming Chelsea into one of Europe's most dominant teams. But the purchase wasn't about sport alone. Chelsea gave Abramovich legitimacy in Britain and Europe, opening doors to high society and global networks that money alone couldn't buy. In 2022, following Russia's invasion of Ukraine, Abramovich was sanctioned by the UK and the EU. His assets were frozen, his movements restricted, and he was forced to sell Chelsea. Overnight, his global standing shifted from billionaire celebrity owner to political exile. And yet, even under sanctions, Abramovich remained influential. Reports suggest he played roles in peace negotiations and humanitarian efforts, proving that even when the world turns its back, extreme wealth still buys access. Sheikh Mansour represents dynastic wealth turned into global influence. His yachts and palaces are not just luxuries, but instruments of diplomacy. His billions aren't just for show, they are tools of statecraft. Roman Abramovich, meanwhile, symbolizes the oligarch's gamble. Rising from nothing in the chaos of post-Soviet Russia, he built a fortune that gave him power, access, and influence at the highest levels before geopolitics turned him into a liability. Both men prove a fundamental truth. In the 21st century, luxury isn't about comfort, it's about control. Their yachts aren't just floating mansions, they are mobile command centers. Their mansions aren't just homes, they are fortresses of influence. Their football clubs weren't hobbies, they were weapons of soft power. And that is the real story of the ultra-rich. They don't just buy luxury, they buy influence, access, and security, the true currencies of power. So, which empire impresses you more? The royal strategy of Sheikh Mansour, or the ruthless ambition of Roman Abramovich? One thing is certain, while we debate legroom on airplanes, they are making billion-dollar decisions on yachts that change the world. Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, share it, and subscribe to Crown Syndicate for more deep dives into the hidden power of the ultra-wealthy. Because somewhere right now, a billionaire is making decisions on a yacht that could change your life tomorrow.